Hey everyone, it's Alex Martinez with realestateskills.com. And I got Matt here today from DealMachine, and we're going to cover this awesome real estate investing and wholesaling software. It's going to help you scale your business. It's around driving for dollars, but really wanted to bring Matt here from DealMachine to talk about what is DealMachine. And then he's also got some new exclusive things coming out for DealMachine this year that we're going to get a sneak peek today. So you can see what's to come, start learning about it, and so you can implement in your business. So Matt, how you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Yeah. Thanks again for having me on.
Yeah. Happy you're here. And so first off, for, our audience, the real estate skills community, what is DealMachine? If you could put in so many words.
Yeah. And again, appreciate speaking to your audience too. I know you guys put out great stuff, and anytime I'm speaking to people watching this, they're really ready to take action, ready to get out there, ready to implement what they're learning from you guys. So excited to really give the sneak peek of what's behind the hood here and what we're going to be rolling out over the next couple of weeks, couple months. I think to kind of begin with and give you a little more context, I know DealMachine, you can really think of us as a tool to help real estate investors find and acquire off-market deals. Our goal is to really help give the power of real estate investing to everybody and really be that go-to tool of like, hey, how do you get started with real estate? Well, we've got a couple different options on how to build a list of motivated leads. Motivated sellers. I'd say, first is we're most known for our driving for dollars option. So most known for giving you a mobile app where you get out there, you jump in the app, it locks on your location, you start tapping around on the properties right around you. You can see more information about that owner and is it vacant, absentee, what's the equity situation, criteria like that. You can create a list of those leads. And then once you have that list within DealMachine, you can reach out to them by either skip tracing and, basically pinging our database to get phone numbers, email addresses, things like that to reach out to them. Or you can send a direct mail piece right through the app. So, you can think of us as a tool to help you build that list, help you market to that list, and then help you manage that list. So you're staying top of mind and, being able to land a deal. So driving for dollars is what we're known for most. Today, we're really excited to show you our list builder option as well. And happy to dig into both sides of that.
Awesome, Matt. Thank you for sharing. And I'm excited to dive into that too. And every time we talk, about DealMachine, I just think it embodies the concept of work smarter, not harder. Because when I started about 10 years ago, DealMachine wasn't around. If you wanted to drive for dollars, you get in your car, you got a piece of paper, you write down addresses.
That's brutal.
And so, it was brutal. I've been there. I've done that. And so I like to think you guys kind of disrupted the whole, driving for dollars and made it all automated. So excited to dive in today. I want to cover these sneak peeks. I know you got some really cool features kind of around list stacking, the new list building option. So I'm excited to dive into that and peek under the hood.
Yeah. And I do just touch on the driving for dollars piece as well. I mean, that's exactly what David, our CEO, experienced too. Like when he got into real estate, he would go to RIAs, he'd go to meetup groups, and he'd say like, hey, where do I start? And everyone would say, hey, go out there and look for distressed properties, write down the address, try to figure out how to get in touch with the owner, look up information about this property to see what the situation is with it. Maybe, create postcards and try to mail those off. And he would go through that and he tried to get in touch with them. And he just, the whole process took forever, was such a pain, and following up with people. So a lot of what I'm going to show off today too, will show you, okay, that follow-up, that lead management piece, once you've built your list, once you started marketing that list, that lead management piece is absolutely key and is what separates you from those other investors. And I think, a lot of stuff we're building today really helps address that for people. So I'll try to share my screen here and really get to the nitty-gritty details, like you said, behind the hood. Can you see that now, the leads tab?
See it perfectly clear.
Awesome. Perfect. So to kind of begin with, for anybody who's already familiar with DealMachine, this already is going to look a little bit newer, a little different for you. Really excited to help people just distill down what they need to be doing in DealMachine. Like on the left side here, usually you would have a big menu with quite a few different options of things you can be clicking on and doing. We've distilled that down and pulled out the things that matter most to be able to show you, okay, right away, you've got the map. So you can, that's for driving for dollars. You've got the driving tab to manage your drivers while you're driving around. If you're going to be building a driving team, you've got the leads tab, which is right here that you can see. You've got list builder, which I'll dig into here in a second. You've got mailers, if you're going to be mailing people through the app, that's how you manage that there. You've got a selling tab, which are sales pages. If you're going to wholesale that property, it gives you sales landing pages to easily dispo them. So we just wanted to kind of give a quick overview of the navigation there. This leads tab is the biggest change. And like you said, the list stacking and the list building features are really the keys to this. So I'll start off on the list building side. I think, again, you can access it up here, or you can just jump right in at this button right here, and you'll see an overlay pop up right away. And the whole goal of this, again, you've got driving for dollars. That's how do you find these distressed properties? How do you get the biggest bang for your buck? Because they're these properties that, are diamonds in the rough. They don't easily pop up on a list like this. So they're more likely to have less competition, right? But that being said, you have another option of, if you have a little less time on your hands, if you aren't able to get out there and drive around, you can go in and pull a list. And this right here, as you can see, these dots pop up right away. That'll show you all of the properties you already have in DealMachine. Like, these are all already added in this account. So you can see the holes, the areas of town that, I haven't really focused on as much. Popping up right there. And then these blue squares right here as well are past lists that I have pulled. So you can see, okay, here are areas that I have not touched before. Here are areas that there's more opportunity. And this is kind of the laying the groundwork of understanding, okay, where should I be pulling the list from? So just want to kind of give a brief background there.
Yeah, this is great. So you don't, I talked about driving for dollars. That was the inception of this. You don't really have to go out and actually do that. You can just go right in here on your computer and start building lists, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it just depends on, I think, your marketing budget and your time. Like in the end, it's okay, are you going to spend more money or spend more time on something? And the time saving piece, is what this is focused on. It's like, okay, we want to go in here really quickly, pull a list right away. You're going to probably need to hit more leads. Like on average, we see it requires 3 to 4 times more marketing spend to be able to land that deal this way. But you can do it right away. Whereas driving for dollars, we want to give you that option too. Of, okay, if you're a newbie, maybe have less marketing budget to spend right away, then get out there and start driving for dollars and looking for properties that way, because you're going to be finding those diamonds in the rough. You'll have less total properties, or it'll take you longer to build up that list, right? But you're going after the really high quality leads. So I think we want to build, options for everybody based on your individual situation.
Absolutely. The good old age conversation of quantity versus quality. So
yes, exactly.
Seems like mixing a little bit and maybe stacking these lists is maybe the most opportunistic way to go about it.
100%. I would say we can definitely get into that here too. Just to show off this really quick here, you've got some quick list options. So, if you're a newbie, you're just jumping in, you want to find, all single family homes, just vacant, owners of multiple properties. That one's actually big for if you're going to be dispoing the property, if you're going to be selling it to a cash buyer. Highly recommend pulling one of those lists to be able to know who already owns multiple properties in your area, or in an area that you just invested in. Pre-foreclosed, foreclosure, bank-owned, absentee. So you've got a lot of really good options to begin with. Or you can go in here and we have really powerful filter options too. Or if you create your own custom filter, you can quickly see, okay, sale price, sale date, all this, assessed value, mortgage information, equity, the size and bed bath of the property, owner type, is it vacant? So you can really go in here and create your own specific filter as well. Where if you want to say, hey, show me all, the sale price is, less than 400,000, confirm in the indie market, and go in here and say, okay, I want to say, the equity percentage is greater than, 50. So you can come in here and you can do an and or filter. So you can say, hey, any of these are true or any of these are true, it'll pop up. But you can start to see these green highlights pop up right away. And those highlights are showing you in real time, okay, here are the properties that fit my criteria. So that way you can be using the most efficient use of your list pulling as possible. You can look for, what are the areas in my, on my map that have the, less dots, less leads already added. It has, no, doesn't have the blue filter right there. So that way I know I can, find those holes in the market that I have not pulled from already. And then go in here and start drawing. And you can get really, really specific here. You can go down to a, individual block or, a gigantic area and just quickly do that. And you can see in real time, it'll show you, okay, 357 leads fit this. You can, drag and drop it and really kind of play around with it too and say, okay, I've got 297 leads that fit that. And adjust the size, adjust the area accordingly, and in real time, see all this highlighting. And that way you said build lists, and right away that instantly integrates into the DealMachine app, into your tabs. So you can understand really, really fast, what leads you should be prioritizing by pulling this list in here, combining it with the rest of your DealMachine leads. And I'll jump into the list stacking feature of how you do that here in just a second.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty quick.
Yeah. And again, like we said, we want to give people based on their situation, multiple options. We want to give them the driving for dollars option. We want to give them the list building option. We actually see people use those together really, really powerfully as well. Where I can show you this option here. This, creating this new list might take a little while, but let me open a new list here. So you can click on this tab. You can see every single list that you've ever created. You can label them to say, hey, if we've got, if I just pulled a list out from Carrot leads, I can, click that and pull them up right here. Or, hey, I've got a list of leads from, an attorney, or I've got a list of leads from XYZ. You can easily pull them in right here. And why I mentioned list building and driving for dollars together, what you can do now, really easily is click on this drive this list button right here. And that is a super, super powerful feature where you can go in, if you pulled a list of leads, but you also have a team that can get out there and drive, like this would be a little more of an advanced option here. If you have somebody who can go out there and drive, if you hit drive that list, and you can even assign it, let's see here. If I hit drive this list, you can even go in here and assign it and say, okay, it's going to take about 3 hours to drive that list. We have 72 properties. I can assign it to my teammate right in here to go out and drive it. You can even have them, go out, drive it, validate that it's distressed property, or door knock and get in touch with them there. Or, there's a variety of reasons you would want to combine those two things. But the goal with that individual feature is to be able to pull a list, quickly do that. And then also combine the power of that with driving for dollars to identify these are the leads that matter most. And these are the ones I need to really, really focus on because they have multiple signs of distress there.
And that's great. And with your team of drivers, I mean, they can go there, they can use the app on their phone, they can take a photo and then send that in a mailer as well, make it a more personalized mailer right there. Super simple, all through the app.
Yeah, exactly. So the goal there is to be able to combine the powers of both of those things. I don't want to go too far off on a driving for dollars tangent there. Excited to show the list stacking stuff too.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I think the goal is, again, you got to build that list, you got to market to that list, and then you got to manage that list. And our redesign here within the leads tab is about that third step. It's about how do you identify those leads that matter most, those leads that are most highly likely to be a motivated seller, to be in a spot where you can come in and solve a problem for them. And one big way of doing that is by list stacking, which let me see if I can sort by list stack count here. But the list stacking feature, okay, you can see here, you've got all these ones. These are all leads that are just on one list on this one import right here. But if you go up here, you can see 14 is right here. So you can see this property, I've pulled, that many lists, that many different types of motivation, that this property has appeared over and over and over again on various lists within DealMachine. And this is something that turns us into not just a data source for people, not just a way to drive for dollars and build leads or pull a list and get leads, but now we can really be a data hub where you go in here and now you can have all these different spreadsheets. You can have, all these different tech tools or all these different places that you're getting leads. You can be driving for dollars, you can be pulling lists, all that stuff. And when you put them all in here, you can really quickly identify and merge them. It's super, super easy. It saves you so much time to instantly sync that in DealMachine and merge them all into one list. And then identify, okay, this one's on 14 different lists. This is an extremely high quality lead because every single one of those lists that it's on means another possible motivating factor. And we should focus on when we're looking at all of our leads, we should focus our time and our marketing budget on the leads that are in all these different lists like that. So that's kind of the gist of list stacking and how, this is a free add-on. Actually, this is a free, part of the redesign is everybody from our starters up to our most elite people. We're going to give them the power of going in here and quickly identifying, what are those leads that we should focus on first and spend most of our time, most of our budget on.
That's huge, because what I always like to say, Matt, is we'll never run out of enough leads. It's the most important thing is what leads do I spend my time on, because we all have limited time. And so this list stacking feature right here, it just has the cream rise to the top. You know exactly what you need to focus on. These probably have the highest likelihood of closing or being the exact deals that you want. So it's
exactly great. Yep. And I think, again, the whole goal of this is to focus on those leads that matter most. You can close more deals that way. I think you can see here, you've got this one on 25 lists. I've organized this down here, and really, you can hit bulk and do bulk actions as well. So you can hit bulk and start mail to them or skip trace them all in bulk, start marketing them that way. But the point is to be able to quickly just view your leads, be able to add different leads, be able to import lists, be able to be kind of this data hub between your driving for dollars, your list builder, your, any other list that you have, and just instantly sync them up to save you time and help really identify, where should you be focused, where should you be spending your attention. And that way you don't miss out on those most likely highly motivated deals.
Perfect. I mean, this is an awesome feature. I'm loving it. Very impressed. You guys just keep continually improving. You're stacking your own features within your software, making it better and better. It's a one-stop shop.
We're always, the main thing too, we're focused on listening to you guys of what's going to take you to the next level. What are those features that are going to help enable your own success? And we take that very, very serious. So, we even have, you can see up on the new menu up here, you've got a new search function, help and support, and then tasks as well. You can see when you click on this, you can request a feature too. So when you request features, our head of product is always in there, always looking at, what are people needing next? And that's where list stacking is coming from. That's where our list building improvements are coming from. So excited to keep rolling these out for you guys. And I know this year we're gonna have a ton of new stuff to share. So hope to come on again soon and give you guys the next upgrades and continue to give you the sneak peek behind the hood here.
This is great, Matt. So when do you think maybe we can expect these updates to be released? Maybe a couple of weeks, couple of months, something like that?
Yeah, we've got a handful of people that are really kind of going through testing it, using it heavily to make sure that everything works really, really well, that there's no bugs or anything like that. We don't have a hard deadline yet of like, here's the launch date necessarily, but I know over the months of February going into March is when we're really rolling out a lot of this stuff. So you'll see a lot of exciting upgrades from this to start with. And then next on the docket is we're doing really upgrading a lot of our driving for dollars options too, between the map and looking at virtual driving for dollars and things like that. So we'll have to come back on and give people a good sneak peek there as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And so if anyone wanted to try out DealMachine, in the meantime, get used to it, we'll put a link in the description, and you'll get a little free trial. You get some deal credits. Yeah, Matt's hooked it up for us, for everyone in the audience.
Yeah, I was going to say, make sure to use your promo code, because you're going to be able to, then that'll link, that you guys will be linking to there, because they'll get a 7-day free trial, and then they'll get free marketing credits that they wouldn't normally get. So you get 100 free skip traces and or 25 free mailers. So that way we want to give you the ability to go in, start it for free, start reaching out to people for free, start making conversations happen for free. This stuff I'm showing off, your list stacking will automatically be added to your account as well once it's live. So you'll be able to do that for free. And then list builder, again, we have a list builder option currently. This is just kind of going to be a facelift and make it even easier to use. So you'll be able to access that here very soon as well.
Love it, Matt. Well, hey, we're all excited. We're all looking forward to it. Anything else you want to mention before we sign off and wrap up? I really appreciate you coming on. I want to give everyone a sneak peek, check it out, what's to come. It's always fun hanging out with you.
For sure, man. Yeah. I mean, I think if you have any other support questions on how to use this or how to be most successful with DealMachine, feel free to reach out to me directly. I'm matt@dealmachine.com is my email, matt@dealmachine.com. Especially when you land that first deal with us, like we would love to feature you on our YouTube channel too. We put out, I mean, we've got like 130 videos of people talking about deals that they've landed using DealMachine and breaking down the deal and showing how they did it. So we'd love for you to be the next one of those and give you a little shine, little brand awareness there too.
Awesome, Matt. Awesome. Love it. Well, hey, happy 2022. Love these new features. Can't wait till they roll out. Can't wait till some more come and we'll have you back on.
Yeah. Thanks again for having me on. And, everybody out there, good luck and happy deal finding.
Awesome. I'll see you later, Matt. Have a good one.